Kindergarten was a great year for me, for it was in kindergarten that I learned to tie my shoes. No longer did I have to trip all over the playground, but I discovered that by interlocking two pieces of string, I could keep my shoes on my feet. 1 Samuel 18:1 says, "The soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul." The dictionary defines the word knit as to make by interlocking loops of yarn or thread. Jonathan's soul was interlocked with David's. His relationship with David was compelled by the love of God, and because of this love, Jonathan was willing to give up his position, his family, and popular opinion. First of all, Jonathan gave up his position. 1 Samuel 18:4 says that Jonathan took off his robe, his armor, his belt, and his bow, and gave it to David. You see, Jonathan was next in line to be king, but he realized that God's anointing was on David. In the same way, God's love compels us to give up our dreams, our desires, our position, and follow Him. For example, my uncle was an incredible high school baseball player. He was recruited by colleges. Some said he could make the major leagues. But he felt that God was calling him to a different field, ministry. I'm happy to say that Uncle Buddy chose the call of God. He was compelled by the love of God to give up his position at second base and follow God's calling. Not only did Jonathan give up his position, but he also gave up his relationship with his father. In 1 Samuel 20:32, we see the hatred that Saul had for David, and that he tried to kill his own son, Jonathan, for defending David. Jonathan chose David's love over his father's. In the same manner, God's love compels us to be willing to give up even our family to follow Him. Jesus said in Luke 14:26 that our love towards Him should make our love towards our family seem like hatred. How is that possible? A missionary told the story of a young Muslim boy who began to read the Bible. He told his mother about how the words jumped off the page and burned as they went into his body. The mother went and got his brothers, and they returned with machetes and knives ready to kill the young boy. He miraculously escaped through a window, never to see his family again. You see, when we realize God's love towards us, it compels us to give up anything, even our family. Lastly, Jonathan gave up his popular opinion. 1 Samuel 21 tells how David became a fugitive on the run. He acted to be insane. It seemed the whole world was after him. His own country was out to kill him. But there was one man left in Israel, one man that was compelled by love. That man was Jonathan. He went against the popular opinion at that time. God's love compels us to do the unpopular, to stand up against peer pressure. He is our example. He is our hope. Not movie stars, not heroes from sports, not our friends. It's not what others think, but what he thinks. Jonathan gave up his position, his family, and popular opinion. The love of God compels us to do the same. Two separate strings have little strength, but when they are knit together, they serve a much greater purpose. That is what Jonathan's love did. He strengthened David and helped give Israel her greatest king ever. Will you be compelled by God's love? Then you too can change the world.